you, man?
Hey, what's up guys? Ergo here with another video. Still playing on the same server. It's going to be part 2 of our first video. Um, Here we are going to oil rig, and I completely forgot to get my blue cards. I had to turn around. Luckily my base wasn't too far. So I get my blue card and my green card. I know I don't have red card, but oil rig is still pretty good to run. Just with blue card and green card, just because if you need components or if you need tech trash, which there's a lot of at oil rig, you can get a lot of scrap to get your tier 2 workbench or your tier 3. We also ran it since this is a blueprint wipe. Get to try to get some stuff like satchels or anything else like that. So we are running it, and hopefully we'll get some stuff that we need. Oh, there we go. We got a satchel. There's just so many crates too here. It's like this is like a small oil rig, but still, you're getting so much stuff, and it's pretty good. You can probably do it in 10 minutes if you got a gun and a compound bow. Shouldn't take you too long. You gotta set up some base defenses and then head over to train yard. Try to get a red card so we can actually do oil rig. End up getting a garage door, which is pretty important for the base defense. And here I am, almost dying to radiation, and then this random naked shows up. And he almost kills me. At this point, I'm just like, I just gotta get home. After that, I end up grabbing my supply signal and heading over to oil rig. So it looks like someone started it, but we can already see. We got some expo ammo, which is pretty big. I'm gonna drop the supply signal into the crate. And look, free oil rig. And the dang supply drop landed all the way up there, so I spent like literally 10 minutes trying to get to it, and I finally got to it. Didn't get anything too great, got a couple of guns, which is nice, but gonna head back, do some recycling, got a crap ton of scrap. And then following that, we're gonna go and check on the neighbors, some new bases that were built next to us, so came by, check it out. This guy still got twigs all over his base. It looks like he logged off. Don't be like this guy. Left everything open. Easiest raid. First neighbor evicted. I went out to farm a little bit. Try to check out the neighborhood a little bit more. See if there's anybody near us that we can, kick out also. Look at this guy. He's got wood on the back of his base. He built stone all the way up there, but didn't build the back with stone. See, every time you build a base, make sure you do your important parts first with stone. The least important parts with wood, like his little airlock. So I ended up trying to raid through here, but once I break the bottom part, I can't get up there. So I kind of messed up, but it's fine. We're just right through the back. Takes a little bit more since it's not a door, but we have plenty of low grade, and any raids with a flamethrower are always worth it. All you're using is low grade, and that's easy to get. So finish it up here. TC isn't locked. And look, got so much stuff out of that for just a little bit low grade. Got plenty of crude oil that we could use later. Gonna run oil rig again. So I built my base right next to the oil rig just because it's a pretty easy monument to run. You get plenty of stuff out of it. Doesn't take too long. It takes a little bit. On 15 minutes you have to wait, but it's not too bad. Got an AK out of it. See, totally worth it. Got a armored door from it, which is great, as well as some components, which will be useful later. Dropping off some more guns, taking a look at our gun box. We're pretty loaded right now with the guns that we have. We haven't been playing that long. Gonna go out, farm some sulfur, so we can try to raid somebody here in a little bit. And while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and check the bases around us, see if there's anything we want to raid. But I heard somebody over here, so see, I was trying to sneak up on me. saw me. I think it's because I was hiding behind the tree and the bush, so it's kind of hard to see. But he had plenty of stuff on him, which is great. Go back to recycler, recycled some stuff. Got plenty of scrap again, so we'll be able to make our tier 3 here in a little bit. Went back out to farm some more sulfur so we could do some raids here in a little bit. And went along and checked these bases that start popping up next to us again. Now the goal is to make sure that there's nobody next to us at all. Try to kick everybody out. Try to like maintain that whole side of the map. So looks like he's got a door here. He's got plenty of triangles on the bottom too for his first floor. So it's probably gonna be more efficient to run through the top floor than is the bottom floor. We got another base here that's like kind of built up. I'm not sure if somebody raided it or not. So I kind of took a look around and decided it wasn't exactly worth raiding just because it looked like somebody already gone through it. We might go through it later, depending if they do some upgrades still. Maybe they're still there or not. And then this is gonna be a bigger raid target. So we're looking at it. This guy's built it pretty decently. We know where his TC is just because he upgraded the sheet metal in the back. He's got a couple shop fronts and a couple doors. What I should have realized was that he doesn't have a whole lot of doors to get into his base, but we'll see that later. End up running down to train yard again to get some more red cards, get some more components, just because it's so easy and it's nearby. And gotta check it out. We hear somebody, so I actually didn't see him that first time he jumped. I ended up missing him, but I still got him. Get some stuff. Luckily we get a free green card and blue card off of him, so we'll be able to use that later. Don't have to farm it or buy it from outposts. Gunshots, so try to grab everything really quick and run. Try to grab whatever's important. Get out of here. Yeah, it sounds like people are fighting over there, so definitely plenty of people running around trying to do stuff on the map. Map wipe, I think, the day before or yesterday. So it's only been on for a day, so plenty of people playing. He must have come up here and press the thing. I just, flip it on and turn it back off. Put the switch in there, turn it on. Try to get my stuff real quick before those guys get over here, since I've got plenty of stuff on me. Trying to stop the radiation because it's killing me, so I put on the armored pants or the wood pants, but I shouldn't have changed the boots out. So run up here. Then as soon as I get to the top, it's off. So either somebody's messing with it on the other end, or the timer ran out. So I ended up just going home. I got a bunch of stuff on me, so I started researching stuff, depoting stuff, started making gunpowder to do our first raid, without our flamethrower that we've been using the whole time. Went in and did some, base upgrades. I had the high stone wall, so I wanted to use it eventually, so I wanted to make a gateway, so that way I would be able to use the stone wall and not have to worry about a stone gate. So gonna set some windows down, set all stuff down, gonna go through and upgrade everything. So hopefully nobody runs by and starts shooting my stuff while I'm trying to upgrade. Luckily, since we've been kicking everybody out, we don't have to worry about that too much, So went ahead and upgraded everything, started putting down windows, and then ran back to train yard just to finish it off, just to grab my stuff that I needed. Just trying to grab components and scrap, so I can start getting my tier 3 workbench started, so I can start using expo ammo and all that stuff. The red card, which is nice. Getting hungry, starting the lollipop, or the candy cane, I mean. So I went out to check on what was going on, and hey, one of my neighbors also eating the candy cane, so wanted to see who lived in this base. So this is actually the guy that we killed at train yard, so we know he's pretty active. Doesn't look too far. Ran back, did oil rig again. Just easy loot. Every time it's up, not every time it's up I try to do it, but I try to do it pretty often. Look, got another supply signal, MP5, double armor door, drop supply signal. Wait for it. Nothing too great. Last two oil or supply drops haven't been too great, but it's nice to get still. Sometimes you might get something nice out of it. Go ahead and head home. Depot my stuff. Got plenty of stuff out of that, and the big thing is we got the grenade launcher with HE rounds, so we'll be able to use that later to raid some bases. Looking over here, so I tried going through there. I didn't realize that the fire wouldn't actually touch it and do damage, which is kind of a new move, but start going to the bottom over here. All these bases are made out of wood, so it makes it pretty easy to raid for us since we got plenty of low grade. I actually ran out right here, so I ended up shooting it, and then saw there's another door. I came back with the grenade launcher to finish it off, and then I noticed somebody's here. You know, I'm just debating here, okay, am I gonna kill this guy or not, just because I have the grenade launcher, I don't want to lose it. But, just running around, trying to see what he's doing. Trying to get on the side where he can't see me. That way I, get a good angle on him and, catch him by surprise. So I'm trying to figure out what he's doing, because he's standing around the same spot. And then he pulls out his building plan, so, you know, he starts building, I'm like, alright, I gotta kill him. So he's going over here, I'm trying to get closer, and then I don't think he saw me, but I thought he did, so I started shooting at him. He runs away. You know, I just chase him, because I don't want him to be there when I try to raid the base. Missed so many shots, but he ended up just bleeding out, so got some free stuff off of him, not bad. You know, go and use the grenade launcher to raid this base. Honestly, I should have just farmed more low grade, but I was worried that the flames wouldn't reach the door, which was decent, but right here it would have been useful, that way I wouldn't have had to waste HU rounds. But that's what I have right now, so I wouldn't go and decide to use it. So, not bad, only takes 3. And then I had an extra 2, which was nice to finish off TC. So, that's pretty it. I wouldn't say it was exactly worth it, just because I wasted so many grenade launcher rounds, which is super useful for other stuff, but he did have some attachments for guns, which are nice. So, you know, gotta get that water pipe with the hollow sight. Went ahead and go ahead and grab my Explo ammo, and decided to raid that first base we saw up on the hill. You know, just running around, checking it out. I did decide that I wanted to go through the top door, just because I figured there'd be less doors to go through. So, here we go. Make sure there's nobody around, you know. This guy had a lot of doors. I did not expect it, so I figured, you know, he must have something good, you know, some kind of loot. So, you know, had some stuff in his furnace, not bad. Ended up using some more Explo, and then came back with my satchel charges to blow up that final door. Hopefully the final door, because I didn't have any more explosives. And luckily the damage that I did with the Explo ammo would only need 1 more satchel. It always scares me on how long it takes for satchel, just because somebody could just be rolling up, you know. And this one decides that it wants to dud like 1,000 times. You see that, Cole? The sad face? That's how I feel right now. Sad. Look at that. That's like 3 times already. Alright, so it picks up. Alright, whatever. Okay. You know, it happens, right? 3 times, whatever. It's fine. It'll blow up this time. Nope. That's like a 4th time. Press it again. No. That's like 5 times. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I'm like, alright. The game's rigged. You know, I'm definitely gonna die here or something crazy. Nope. 6 times. Alright, somebody's gonna come over and just murder me. Finally. I'm like, okay, they're probably here by now, you know? So I'm like, okay, I gotta get rid of this last thing. I had a little bit of Explo ammo left still, so, you know, checking the boxes to see if they have any locks. That way I can shoot at a specific spot, but it didn't, so I just broke TC. Went in and checked the loot. I should put doors down first, but, you know, I was just so tired of this raid just because the freaking satchel took forever. So I'm just picking stuff up. I mean, if somebody isn't here by now, then nobody's coming, hopefully. You know? So he had some sulfur. We didn't really profit a whole lot of that. He didn't really have a lot of stuff, which kind of sucked, but we're going to just secure it real quick. Put down our locks. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. We wasted a lot of Explo ammo, and I was pretty mad about it just because we wasted so much time in Explo ammo just for like primitive stuff. This guy had 1,000,000 doors, but nothing good, and a little bit of sulfur. So, kind of annoyed, but whatever, you know. We're kicking out another neighbor. That's the 3rd neighbor we've kicked out already in the video. So I'm gonna hop out, just go back to base, depot this stuff. And I noticed a little Santa thing. I was like, alright, well, you know, it's right there. Might as well pick it up. So I'm turning it over. And we got freaking C4, which is pretty good. So I felt a little bit better about that raid afterwards. Went ahead and depoted the guns that we picked up. You know, we got AK, we got some MP5s, grenade launchers, and then a satchel and some C4. So not doing too bad. So went out to farm real quick. Need to get more sulfur for future raids. So trying to still figure out who I'm gonna raid. running back home to depot some stuff. Didn't have a lot of stuff. The spot that I'm at doesn't have a lot of sulfur. But I noticed somebody called supply drop, so I was like, well, I gotta go check it out. So I depot everything, head back. I actually fought this guy for a little bit, he shot some arrows at me, but kind of sitting outside his base because the supply drop, he called it, but he didn't have really a roof or anything. So I was gonna fall right out to his base. So I figured, you know, might as well just try to fight him. He's only got like a bow and arrow and a couple of guns, nothing crazy. So.
What's going on? Huh? Ah, goddammit. Okay. Fuck you, man. Hardly ever get shit. I'm quitting. I'm gonna lock my door. Yeah, all that shit is in here.
Luckily he had some cloth. Yeah, a lot of cloth on him actually. So I made some bandages because we didn't have any meds anymore.
Hey man, I'm taking off all the locks. I don't want to play this shit, man.
At this point I'm super suspicious. I think he's trying to trick me, so just watching him.
If you don't kill me right here, I'll give you everything I'm fucking asking. Okay? Oop. Okay. Fucking hate solo. You get good? You can take all the shit's in here. What do you want?
So yeah. So I want to pick up the supply drop. Got a bunch of stuff out of it, which is nice. Free supply drop, you know. And he actually did open up everything, but you know, what we'll notice here in a second was that he actually had a pump on his back. Now I could have seen it through the window if I was paying attention, but I wasn't. So luckily I made the right decision and just killed him instead of you know, believing him. So we'll see it here in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and make a lock to take over his TC. And while I'm doing this, you know, just checking outside, make sure nobody's coming. Turns out you can't lock with somebody already unlocked, or if they have a lock on already. But you just have to take off the lock and it works fine. When I unlocked the doors, secured it, you know. And look, yep, he had a pump. So he's definitely gonna try to kill me, for sure. I mean, smart play on him. He couldn't really go back outside. He didn't have a whole lot of stuff on him. But there's free stuff for us. So I felt better about the first raid now because, you know, got a free raid and look, another C4, which is great. So doing pretty good right now. Not doing too bad.